breaking news, thought-provoking discussions. We are your #1 online radio station in Southwest Nigeria. We are dedicated to delivering top-notch content that keeps you informed, entertained, and engaged. Stay connected on Power365 Radio by following us on all our social media platforms. On Facebook at Power365FM, Instagram at Power365_FM. Power365 Radio, your source for news and insight. This is Power365 Radio. Get ready to experience dynamic energy and professionalism. At Power365 Radio, we pride ourselves on being your go-to source for authentic news and insight. Be it breaking news, thought-provoking discussions, we are your #1 online radio station in Southwest Nigeria. We are dedicated to delivering top-notch content that keeps you informed, entertained, and engaged. Stay connected on Power365 Radio by following us on all our social media platforms. On Facebook at Power365FM, Instagram at Power365_FM. Power365 Radio, your source for news and insight.
Good afternoon. This is Power365 Online Radio coming to you live from the city of Ibadan, and this is our news bulletin. Stay tuned. Now the headlines. FUNAB students kidnapped in Lagos, murdered by abductor. NNPCL supplied Dangote refinery 30 million barrels of crude official. NNPCL bars independent marketers amidst surging prices. Obasanjo Osibajo orders to pay last respects to Yar'Adua's mother. Shekoto says 1.2 billion naira spent on drilling 25 new boreholes, not renovation. And on the foreign scene, Pope calls for religious unity in Indonesia. Now the news in full. My name is Olamide Adeniji. Good afternoon. A student of the Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, Ogun State, Christiana Idowu, was kidnapped between Ikorodu and Yaba in Lagos State, has been reportedly murdered by a doctor. The Student Union President of FUNAB, Ibrahim Adeyemi, confirmed this to newsmen in a telephone conversation. A family source told newsmen on August 26 that the abductors were demanding a sum of 3 million naira as a ransom before they could release the student. The source told newsmen that Christiana had left her home in the Ita-Oluwo area of Ikorodu, heading to the University of Lagos in Yaba area of the state, where she was observing her industrial training before she was abducted by kidnappers. Meanwhile, the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited has announced that it has supplied 30 million barrels of crude oil to the Dangote oil refinery, with plans to provide an additional 70 million barrels soon. The executive vice president of NNPCL Downstream, Adida Oshegun, disclosed this on Thursday while speaking on Arise Television. According to Shegun, the company will supply 6.3 million barrels in September and an additional 11.3 million barrels in October. And on the education scene, the Sokoto state government has clarified that the 1.2 billion naira was spent on drilling new boreholes and not on renovating existing ones. This clarification comes in response to social media reports quoting that the state governor Amadu Aliyu as stating that the amount was used for the renovation of 25 boreholes. In reaction to these social media reports, the chief press secretary to the governor, Abubakar Bawa, issued a press statement on Thursday describing the reports as a misconception spread by detractors. The statement explained that the people of Wono local government have long faced severe water shortages, forcing residents to travel long distances for water, which has impacted school enrollment and retention. The Katsina State Governor Malam Adiko Rada on Thursday welcomed former President Olusegun Obasanjo, former Vice President Professor Yemi Osinbajo, and the Governor of Borno State, Professor Babagana Zulum, to Katsina on a solemn mission. The former president arrived at Umaru Yar'Adua International Airport to offer condolences following the passing of Ajia Dada Musa Yar'Adua, mother of former President Umaru Musa Yar'Adua. Rather, accompanied by the grandson of the deceased and former Minister of State for Defense Murtala Yar'Adua, as well as former Chief of Protocol to President Obasanjo Inuwa Baba, received the distinguished visitors at the airport. The delegation promptly proceeded to the Yar'Adua family residence. The Enugu State government said it has asked private schools to pay between 100,000 and 300,000 as education tax, debunking reports of a 5 million naira mandatory payment. The News Agency of Nigeria reports on Thursday that the State Commissioner for Education, Professor Ndu Boise Mba, made a clarification in a statement in Enugu. He urged the public to disregard the publication that Governor Peter Mba-led administration has imposed 1 million naira to 5 million naira mandatory payment on private schools in the state as educational taxes. The commissioner noted that fearing the consequences of the illegal operation of unlicensed private schools, which attract imprisonment of up to 10 years and possible closure of the school, the defaulters resorted to a smear campaign against the government. Back to politics, a leader of the Ijaw Nation, Chief Edwin Clark, has asked the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, to arrest the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, over his threat to set fire to states governed by governors from the People's Democratic Party. Recall that Wike was speaking at the PDP Secretariat in Port Harcourt, Rivers State Capital, on Saturday during the party's State Congress, warned the PDP governors to stay clear of the party's affairs in Rivers State. In a press conference on Thursday in Abuja, Clark said the words of the minister marked a flagrant disrespect to the person of President Bola Tinubu, who appointed him, describing his comments as unbridled, and added that his comments were a form of treason as it was capable of inciting violence in the country. The British national, declared wanted by the Nigeria police force, Andrew Wine, had said he wouldn't be turning himself in because he feared for his life in the hands of the police. The police had on Monday declared Wine and one Lucky Obiyan, a Nigerian, wanted and placed 20 million naira bounty on them for allegedly trying to overthrow President Bola Tinubu by allegedly financing the recent End Bad Governance or hunger protests in the country. Wine had denied the allegations and accused the police of not extending an invitation to him. But reacting on Tuesday, the first spokesperson, Miwa Adejobi, insisted that the police had invited Wine and given him ample opportunity to come forward to prove his innocence. Pope Francis has appealed for religious unity on Thursday as he addressed tens of thousands of people at a football stadium after meeting with faith leaders at Southeast Asia's biggest mosque in Indonesia. The 87-year-old pontiff earlier met Grand Imam Nasruddin Umar at Jakarta's Istiqlal Mosque, where they signed a declaration warning against using religion to stoke conflict and appealed for action against climate change. Francis Park's schedule on Thursday capped the first stop of a grueling Asia-Pacific tour, the longest of his papacy, that will take him to Papua New Guinea on Friday and then to East Timor and Singapore. He appeared to be in good spirits despite fears over his health as he addressed excited Catholics who make up to about 3% of the population of Indonesia, the world's most populous Muslim majority country. Thank you for listening. This ends our news bulletin, but before we go, these are the headlines again. FUNAB students kidnapped in Lagos, murdered by abductor. NNPCL supplied Dangote 30 million barrels of crude oil, official. Obasanjo, others pay respect to Yar'Adua's mother. Pope calls for religious unity in Indonesia. My name is Olamide. Do enjoy the rest of the day. Goodbye.
Don't turn off your radio. You are listening to Power FM. This is 365 Power FM.
Tune in for the rhythms that make you feel alive. And get ready to power up your day every day on Power 365 Radio, broadcasting from the city of Ibadan. Follow us for top-notch news and entertainment updates. Don't miss a thing.